Hello again. Appreciate you all coming back. Appreciate you new people coming and watching. What I've got today is an upgrade. Long story short, watch the previous videos about the whole ignition system saga, as I call it. But we got some new carbon core spark plug wires that I wasn't really satisfied with. So I decided to upgrade a bit. And today we're going to be looking at these NGK wire set. Excuse me. NGK part number 8146. And, as per usual, it's about the best I can get. I don't know where it says it on here, but nothing like being prepared, right? Assembled in Mexico from Japan Components. This is as close as I could get to a Japanese-made set of wires for Toyota without expending exorbitant amounts of money. This wire set is available at a lot of local parts stores for like $60 to $70 through Rock Auto, and I have to say right here, I am not sponsored by them, but they save me a lot of money, and I have time to wait, and I don't need them right away. So Rock Auto has these for about $24, $25 a set plus shipping. Even if your shipping's about $10, it's $35. You're saving $25 to $35. They're basically half price if you get them through Rock Auto, and you have time to wait for them. So we're going to unbox these and have a look at them, and we're going to resistance test them to see how they stack up against the carbon core. These are mag core wires, by the way. That's the important upgrade I need to talk about. There we go. 2-cylinder engine, Toyota. This fits 20R and 22R, by the way. Same engines. Same layout. It'll fit. But they're magnetic core. The carbon core wires have a fiberglass stranded woven core that's impregnated with carbon. And the carbon is what transmits the spark energy to your spark plugs. And they're okay. They do pretty well until they don't. They do have higher resistance than magnetic core. Magnetic core basically has a metal core. It can be stainless, it can be copper, it can be aluminum. I don't remember exactly what they said about this, and this is too small for me to read. No glasses. But these have a lower per foot resistance, which means you lose less spark power to your spark plugs. And they're known to last a good long time without issue. So let's see what we got here. Nice blue color. Okay, spread them out. There's the spark plug ends. Here's the coil wire. Here's the shortest one, next shortest one. Next longest one, and longest one. Hope you can see this. Nice looking ends, nice looking quality. They feel nice. They're actually even pre-marked with your cylinder number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually got those backwards. There we go. And of course your coil wire. Now this coil wire was my problem before. Let's turn this around a little bit. Trying to arrange this so y'all can see. And we got some brand new leads for our little meter here. And we'll start at 2,000 ohms resistance. We're reading about 3 or 4 ohms on the leads, but that's not really going to make much difference. coil wire first. The old coil wire was actually being intermittent, causing me problems and cooking my HEI module and all kinds of heck and havoc. Boom. Okay, that's not going to read on 2,000. Let's go to 20,000. $3,500 ohms. That's actually not much better than the carbon core. Interesting. Okay. Let's see, number one. You have to excuse me. This is the first time I'm actually using these new leads. These sleeves over the alligator clips are a little slippery. There we go. $2,650. And yes, I'm going to tell you why the resistance on these matters once I get through with these. I just thought it'd be interesting to see this in real time. $4,000 ohms. Okay, number three. And you're here. $3,920. And the longest one, number four. Right here. $5,370. That's about 2,500 ohms a foot. That's not terrible. Some of the carbon cores actually measured less. Just to show you that, here you go. Here's the long one, number four from the old set. See, that's 1,060, 1,600, 1,590. It's like half. That's just interesting, just out of interest's sake. Sorry about the edit there, guys, but things happen. Lose your chain of thought. I don't want to keep you hanging around bored. But in any case, Japanese made components. I guess now it's just cheaper for them to ship them over to Mexico and have people in Mexico assemble them. Yeah, a Sumitomo wire set, which is very, very nice and also made in Japan, and is very much OEM quality, like you would get from Denso or from Toyota originally, is about $100 to $120 a set. So I think this is a very good alternative. They're going to be going in sometime soon, not today. I've had other issues to deal with in the meantime, but I am going to get to it. I'm not going to quit till I get it running again. It's just a matter of schedule. But there you go. I just by appearance and measurement and looking at the quality, I can recommend these. Everything looks good. There's nothing suspicious going on. And there's that part number again in case you need it. And again, you know, I may be a little older, but you learn just like everybody else. You know, sometimes you just need to get better. You can't just buy the cheapest and expect it to work and just keep replacing cheap all the time. In the long run, it's going to cost you more and more headache and more aggravation and more frustration and more money. So who needs that? But, you know, for $35 or less shipped, how am I going to argue? Anyway, I hope this was some use to somebody. I don't think I did a very good job on this, but hey, we try. So again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. If you subscribe, thank you oh so very much. I very much appreciate it. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's up to you. I never ask people to subscribe. People do it if they want to. If you don't want to, that's cool by me. The whole idea is to get some information out there to help people out. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks again.